Good evening, everybody. I wanted to come to you tonight, take a few minutes to talk to you about some things going on in Haiti. We're getting ready to, well, not getting ready to, we're already starting to prepare for Christmas and having to do things ahead of time. So I wanted to come to you tonight and ask you to join with us in providing Christmas for a child in Haiti and help us in this project. You see on the screen behind me is a scroll. Right now it's got our website on it. It says globalprovision.org. If you go on the website, you can find a shop page and you can make a donation through there. You can also go to Chuck at globalprovision.org on PayPal and find us that way as well. You see some pictures of Christmas from the last couple of years that we've helped with in Haiti. Our guy down there, my main man when I'm in Haiti, Leslie Innocent, runs several groups for kids during the week. Several nights of the week, he teaches them Bible stories. He ministers to them. He feeds them. He does a really good work, him and his wife. And we want to help Leslie this year provide Christmas presents for some of the kids in his group and minister into them that way. The children that we'll be working with in Haiti, this is going to be their Christmas. They weren't going to get a Christmas any other way. This is the only way that they will get Christmas this year is through our help. If you'll give us a donation of $25, we'll send you a mug. I didn't grab a mug. Let me grab a mug. We'll send you one of our mugs that says I Pray for Haiti on it. And we'll be glad to send that to you for your donation this month of $25. Also, I want to let you know that this week, right now, we have a matching gift in place of $250. So the first $250 that is given will be matched, and every dollar will become two. So if you will help us this week, we can make $250 become $500. Our goal for the month of October is going to be $1,000 to send into Haiti. I'm going to come to you every Sunday night in this format, about 15 minutes long, 7 o'clock every Sunday night. If you can come join us on YouTube or Facebook, you'll see the link. You can click on it, and I'll give you an update on how we're doing, okay? But I want to be able to send some finances into Haiti. Right now, Haiti is in a huge turmoil. I mean, a massive political turmoil and mess. And their government is totally non-functional. Their parliament, which equates to the U.S. Congress, has not been functioning at all. And they haven't had elections as they're supposed to have. The president keeps swearing in people to positions, and the high courts keep overturning those positions, saying that those people are not duly in those spots. I mean, it is a complete, total breakdown on every level of everything you can imagine. The COVID situation didn't help any. There are no actual factual numbers flowing out of Haiti as to who had what or anything else. Testing was very, very limited. People didn't want to get tested because they were afraid if they came up positive that the people in their neighborhood would burn their home down and they would be homeless, just thrown out in the street with nothing and be forced to flee for their own lives. So they wouldn't even go get tested. There are political protests that are happening every day and have been now for nearly 2 years. I think February is going to be 2 years that they're going on. The daily political protest. Yesterday, there was a protest out by the General Hospital, and the police used tear gas to disperse the crowd. The tear gas filled the pediatric ward of the Children's Hospital. I've watched a video of it. It's just horrifying of the tear gas flowing through. Parents are literally holding their babies up in front of the fans that are mounted on the wall, trying to get fresh air into the little babies' faces. I thought, maybe this is a one-time occurrence. I was doing some research today, and found out this is like the 6th or 7th time that this same exact event has happened in the year 2020. It's just constantly happening out there. The hospital's on a main road, so it's a source of political hotspot and protest point, and however it's laid out, they keep having this problem with the tear gas getting into the children's ward. It's just horrific. I mean, just everything in the country is broken down. But we can do a little bit of good. Our little section of Del Mar, there in the Port-au-Prince, greater Port-au-Prince area, Leslie's doing a great work. He has touched a lot of children's lives, in the last few years. Leslie understands the street kids because he was one. And God touched him and changed his life and brought him out of that and gave him a beautiful family. And Leslie understands where those kids at and where they could end up. So he's a very effective minister to them. I want to help him. I want to get some funds to him. We need to raise $1,000 in the next few weeks to send to him in Haiti. So I want you to help us. Like I said, we've already got $250 that we can use as a match. So if you give this week, we can match it. We'll turn that $250 into $500. Okay? Join with us and let's do this for these children. Children are where it's at. If Haiti's going to change, it's going to have to happen through the children. I've done all kinds of reading and studying on things, and everybody says, Haiti's a generation away from change. It's the next generation, but they've been saying that for a long time. It seems to never happen. Well, I want to do our part in trying to make it happen, and forcing that change into being. We can do a good work there, and we can make a positive impact and difference. And I need you to join with us, and let's make it happen. Go to the website, globalprovision.org. Okay, you'll see a shop button at the top of the page, and you can go there and donate through that page there. You can PayPal me, chuck@globalprovision.org on PayPal, chuck@globalprovision.org, and the funds will get into Haiti. Everything that we raise for this, for Haiti and Christmas during the month of October, it's exactly where it's going, every penny. We're not keeping a penny for administrative or anything else, pay expenses or anything else. We're giving every penny of it back into Haiti to bless these kids during Christmas time. It's going to be, for almost all of them, it's going to be the only Christmas that they get. It's going to be the only thing that they tie to it. Yes, Haiti knows Christmas exists. There will be trees, there'll be lights, there'll be celebrations, there'll be all those kinds of things. But the gift giving and so forth is very sparse because they just don't have the means, the finances, or anything to do it with. Let me share with you a little bit about the financial situation that's going on in Haiti. Just a few weeks ago, the official exchange rate was about 112 Haitian goods to a U.S. dollar. Somebody in the federal government down there came up with the bright idea that they should take control of all that and try to force some kind of change because the good was so weak against the dollar. So they have done an artificial takeover of the financial system there. This week, the exchange rate, 2 weeks ago, the exchange rate was about, we sent some money, it was about 84 goods to a dollar. I don't remember when it was finally done, if they told me they got 82 or 84, okay? This week when we sent it, just 2 weeks later, the exchange rate was about 65 because the government's forcing it down. They want to force it down, from what I read today, they want to force it below 40. And everybody that I'm reading says that it's a total artificial driving down of the money, and it's going to cause more damage in Haiti than it's going to do good. The fact of the matter is now that if people have American dollars, they can't get as much for it. And American dollars flowing into Haiti is $6.5 million a day flow into Haiti from some point or another. $6.5 million a day. That's a lot of money. But now the American dollar is not worth as much, but the price of things in Haiti have stayed the same. While they've changed the value of the currency, they didn't change the value of the goods, things such as rent. One article I was reading today, they were interviewing a young man whose rent had been $630. Knowing how rents work in Haiti, I'm going to take it that that was probably on a quarter basis. But all of a sudden now, with the change in exchange rates, his rent is now over $1,300. His money just isn't worth as much anymore. And the International Monetary Fund says before Christmas they're going to have a total, complete catastrophe on their hands from the government trying to do this. While their intent may be good, their methodology hasn't been well advised from all sources that I'm reading. And everybody is watching very closely how things are transpiring. Regardless of all that, we need to do what we can do. So join with us in the midst of chaos. You know, that's one of the great things about God. In the midst of chaos, you know, Jesus did some of his best work in the midst of chaos. There's chaos at the wedding when he turned the water into wine. There's chaos on the boat, you know, when he came up and calmed the storm. Chaos in the garden when he reached out and healed the Roman soldier's ear. You know, chaos when they were throwing the Hebrew children into the fiery furnace. I mean, God has a long-standing history of working in the middle of chaos. So while Haiti may be in chaos right now, we can take our funds, and with the blessing of the Lord, we can see some peace and some good come in the middle of that chaos. Join with us. Go to globalprovision.org, all right? Find the shop page at the top of the website and make your donation through there. Or you can go to PayPal, if you do PayPal, chuck@globalprovision.org. This week, we got a $250 gift that we can match, okay? So the first $250 that comes in is going to be $500. So join with us. Let's help meet our goal. I want to raise $1,000 during the month of October. Every Sunday night, I'm going to come to you for just a few minutes. I'll give you an update and let you know what's going on, okay? Join with us, globalprovision.org, chuck@globalprovision.org, on PayPal. Make your donation. We'll thank you for it. The children of Haiti will thank you for it. Leslie will be forever grateful in getting the funds to be able to assist the kids that he works with. It's desperately needed. We need to be a bright spot to a lot of these children. They've known nothing but pure turmoil for the last 2 years. It's been nothing but chaos in Haiti for 2 years. And we can be a bright spot and be a change for that. So join with us. Go to globalprovision.org. Make your donation, your gift today. We'll see that it gets to Haiti. The month of January, we'll come back and we'll be showing you pictures and videos of what we were able to do through the Christmas season because of your giving and your joining with us. Okay? May God richly bless you tonight. Thank you for taking your time to be with us. I thank you so very much, and the children of Haiti thank you as well. God bless you.